Hey, what's going on, y'all? Okay, so I just did the point guard and the shooting guard positions for overload against zone defense, and now I'm gonna do the post positions uh, for a zone defense. So the tips to know, I mean, for the overload, and when the defense is playing zone, the tips is most definitely post up and be aggressive. Um, if your teammate drives on this play, step to short corner. I'm going to show you that in a second. Or seal your defender so they can drive right past you for the basket. Also, if you get the basketball down low, make sure you chin it and be aggressive, like I said again. And then sometimes if you're not open, you can kick it right back out to the person who passed it to you, one of your perimeter players, the ones, twos, or threes, and post up again. Or sometimes look, remember the other post player is coming middle, and a lot of times they could be open. So here it goes. All right. Right here. Okay. So on, see if I can position this right. Y'all can see that. All right. So, like I said, these are the perimeter players right here. The X's are defense, and the circles are you all. Okay. So if this is considered, you split the court in half, and this is the right side and this is the left side. Okay. So if it's a dotted dashes like this, okay, see that little dashes right there, that's a pass. Okay. And if I do like a straight arrow like this, um, that's like someone cutting. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm trying to study this. All right. So post is in this play in overload against a zone defense is pretty simple. Okay, if it comes to your side, you're posting up. If it comes opposite of you, you're going middle. Always remember you're starting below the zone. Okay, so you're almost out of bounds right here. Okay. Um, Also remember that this right here in the paint, okay, you can only do 3 seconds. Okay, you can't just stand in there for a long time. So make sure before the play even starts, before, and when you post up, that you're outside this lane right here. Okay, this is black um, lane. Okay, so when the ball gets passed to one side, let's say it gets passed here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, right? The ball is now at 3, the basketball. Okay, a little basketball, right? One is cutting, and they're going short corner. So one is here, okay? Right? The post on that side, post is up, okay? Looking for the ball. The opposite post comes middle. Like I said, count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. If you don't get the ball, you're still coming middle, and you're more here, okay? Here, you see that? Okay. Like I said, because you can't do 3 seconds here. Okay. So if you're here and the ball gets here, make sure you go up strong. Okay. Remember, do not bring the ball down low because it'll be as short as the point guards. And for um, Chloe and Nicole, who are shorter than the regular post, all you need to do is be aggressive with it. As long as you're aggressive with it, and go up strongly, then it doesn't matter. But still don't bring the ball, low. Also, with if at any time that you get in trouble and there's nobody to, let's say you run the play a couple times, um, Chloe and Nicole just dribble it back out. Or that's anybody. If the ones, twos, and threes are not open, you know, dribble it back out to you know, the 3 and get it going again, and then pass it. That someone will be open then, and then pass it and then post up again. Okay. Let's just say you're not open, your other post player is not open. Okay, no one took a drive, and you pass it back out. Okay, so then we're in it. And again, so let me just erase this. Simple. Alright. And the one is now really not there, okay, but she cut to the other side, but let's just keep it like this, so it's just like that, okay. Let's say the ball gets past, you know, the first time I did it, got passed to the weak side. The weak side is always the left side, okay. Alright, the strong side is the right side, okay. So the ball gets passed over to the 2, the other point guard, okay. So the ball's here, okay, or really, okay, it's really here, 2, and then 1. 1 comes short corner, okay. So the post on that side, which would be the 5 right now, is posting up strongly, and the 4 is cutting to the middle, okay. Now, let's say 2 decides to drive, okay. Alright, so 2 has the ball, and 2 is driving like this, okay. Alright, automatically, okay, it's either going to be this defender, okay, or this defender coming down and taking, okay. If this defender comes out to take, this middle one's supposed to cover 5, okay, but most of the time that doesn't really happen, so you could post, just make sure you post up strongly here, okay. Sometimes you can, let me erase it. Sometimes you could seal your defender, and what that means is, hold on real quick. So the 5 is posting, let me see here, and X is defenders here. Okay. So in this case, let's see, make sure you see this. Okay. So, alright, making sure you can see it. Okay. So if 2 is driving here, okay, of course the goal is to make a layup. You can just, it's like kind of like a screen, but you're just really standing here, okay. You'll just stand and seal them, okay. So that way they could drive right around you and score a basket, okay. It's going to be very hard for this middle person to come run and take them, okay. But, or if that happens, you know, you could always, this is short corner right here. This is still in your shooting range, okay, right here, and of course on the other side is short corner too. To beat a zone, okay, and it doesn't matter if you're a 4 or 5, 1, 2, or 3. To beat a zone, any zone defense, you've got to cut, you've got to pass, and you've got to drive. And drive meaning you've got to make sure 2 people guard you. Okay, you're going to have to try to pick up 2 people, make sure 2 people guard you. The weak areas in a zone defense, okay, and it's good to know this, is the middle, this part right here, okay, free throw, and then just anywhere here, okay, and here and here, okay. Those are the weak areas of a zone defense. So those are the positions for the 4 and 5 on our overload, and that's overload against a zone defense. So if that helps you, let me know. If it didn't help you, if I need to explain it in more details, let me know. If I need to explain it a little slower, let me know. And hopefully that helped. Okay. All right. Bye.